Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Catch Corner podcast with your host, the three-time world karate champion, WCW legend, WWE legend, actor extraordinaire, Ernest the Cat Miller. I'm your co-host, Ray Big Shug Keziah. On the microphone, we blaze fire. And if you want a brother, call this brother for this Oscar Mayer. Anyway, how was your New Year's, Cat?
Man, I had a great New Year, but I'm glad it's January. I'm glad I'm into the new year. I'm a little under the weather, but I feel like a new man. And the reason I feel like a new man because this year people gonna see the best side of the cat.
The real cat.
They're gonna
see cat's coming out.
They're gonna see the gentle part of the cat. I'm not gonna be mean. I'm not gonna let anybody I'm not gonna let anybody uproot my evilness. I'm gonna stay peaceful.
So in other words, you ain't gonna let me steal your joy.
Well, I mean, if that's what you want to call it, nobody, Big Ray. Nobody
better than Canyon. Nobody.
Oh man, you know, I was thinking about Canyon. He just had a birthday, man. And
God rest his soul.
And that dude right there, man, was like, he was one of the best workers in the business.
He was the real deal.
Oh, he loved wrestling. I mean, he lived for it. He did not want to do anything but wrestle. And some of the stuff they put him through, and now some of the stuff he put himself through. Man, listen, he used to take dangerous different moves and try to do them on a Saturday show, a dark match.
Oh, yeah.
Like we used to say, like, Canyon, why are you doing that right now? It's not on TV, it's a dark match. He had said, don't worry about that. I want to be the best. I want to be the best, Cat.
He put himself out there, man. He put himself out there. You know, God rest his soul. Like you were saying, he was one of the best to ever do it. He was like a mechanic in there, man. His movements were solid. He didn't, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know if it was his promo work or what it was that kept him from really going to the top. But as far as I'm concerned, he was as good as there was as far as in-ring ability.
But looking at this guy, and not just watching his matches or being involved with his matches is what I'm talking about. His love for the world of wrestling was unmatched. No one else I've ever came across in this business loved to wrestle and loved this world as much as he did of wrestling.
And you broke in. That was your first deal when you jumped the guardrail and jumped in. I think he was the first person to ever see them feet.
Oh, brother, and let me tell you something. All I had to do, they said, just throw the kick. Him and Brian, I'm telling you, all they said, just get in, Cap. We gonna make you look good. Man, listen, let me tell you something. That was one of the best nights of my life because I know everything worked. You know, I threw that high kick trick, Canyon took it like a champ. I told Chris before we got ready to do the kick, I said, Chris, put your hand up and catch the kick. And I was like, yeah, he was like, okay, all right. I said, put your hand there because I'm trying to keep him safe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to keep him safe. So I said, just catch the kick. And I said, I don't know any other way to throw the kick, but the way I throw it when I'm in a real fight, a tournament, a kickboxing match. You know, I beat a lot of people, Big Ray. That's a world somebody like you will never know that go into a sport like karate, combat fighting, and beat up everybody.
Everybody?
Everybody. But let me tell you this. That night, those guys made me look like $1 million.
Well,
it made me look like $1 million.
I was very impressed that night because, you know, I really didn't know you that well. Matter of fact, didn't know you personally at all. But when you jumped that guardrail and jumped in there, and Bobby the Brain was like, this is somebody out of the crowd. And I was like, well, that can't be true because the referees would have tried to shoot on you. And I said, doggone, this dude's legit.
Those guys got me ready for that moment. I mean, it took a lot because think about it, I was so green. I was new to the business. You know, the only thing I knew at that time is damn, these people paying me a lot of money.
Absolutely.
You know, and then when they told me, okay, you going out tonight on Monday Night Nitro, it was like a dream come true.
It was like a Super Bowl.
Man,
like
listen.
Super Bowl.
So when I went in the ring, the crowd went crazy, man. No guys were just they were just easy to work with, man. And Canyon and I became friends, but he always wanted to work. And it was so funny when he got to WWE, I thought for sure they were going to do something with him. You know, he did his little DDP. You remember he did that DDP stunt where he was going around diamond cutting everybody?
Yeah, he was imitating DDP.
But see, I think guys like that in the business, man, you can get too far in the business too.
And yeah, I mean, you can take yourself a little too serious.
Yeah,
but you know, it's a new year, and I gotta apologize to our showrunner Cody, because you know what I didn't do?
What?
I didn't say. And now a word from our sponsor.
Oh yeah.
We're Resite. Of course, we offer all-inclusive site work. We're Resite. Of course, we have a dynamic site crew. We're Resite. We have secure foundations. We're Resite. Of course, we're good stewards. Resite redefines the way site work is done. Contact us at resite.com. It's re-site.com.
Gotta love our friends at Resite.
Man, listen, Resite is really proud of what we're doing. They love what we're doing here. I mean, the numbers are going up. So listen, if you somewhere watching, listening to this, subscribe.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share button, because the way we get the word out is when you share it with other people. And my man just had a birthday. I want to say happy birthday to him. I believe his girlfriend had a birthday too. I think their birthday pretty close together. But
I'm not all into that man business about what his girlfriend doing, Ray.
Well, I mean, I just see it on Facebook.
You on Facebook too much.
We're Facebook friends.
Let's talk about Kenya a little bit more.
Yeah, let's finish up with Kenya, because I got some questions I got to ask you about some stuff going on in Fox and the new thing with Raw on Netflix and how they received Hogan the other night. But we'll finish up with Kenya.
Well, just don't make me mad though, cause
I ain't trying to make you mad.
Listen, I'm turning over a new leaf.
Yeah,
I'm trying to leave that dirtiness behind me. I don't want nobody who gonna pull me back into that trap. Now we're talking about. I think when Kenya was in the business, I think wrestling should have all the wrestlers checked out mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because physically, we got a doctor in the back. We got a nurse. We got everything to help us physically. But mentally, man, you go through a lot of stuff, man.
A lot of roller coasters.
It just like, I know, listen, it's just like acting. I've been around a couple of actors that I swore it was like they were a loose screw in the head. Something wasn't right up there. I'm going to tell you an incident, and sometimes just the way they work. I remember when we did The Wrestler, and I went in to get my makeup done, get my makeup on, and Marissa Tomei was in there with us. And when we went in, everybody said hi. She said hi, but she sat in the corner when she came in. They were working on my handlebars kind of mustache.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came in, the lady said, "Hey, Marissa, I'll be with you in a minute." The makeup artist, "I'll be with you in a minute." And she said, "Okay." Man, listen, she sat back in the corner by herself, looking into the wall in the corner, and didn't say anything. I think the lady stopped getting the word about, because it was like 30 minutes in and they were just about done with me. And she said, "Hey, Marissa, are you okay?" And with a blank look, she said, "Oh, yeah, yes. I was like, what in the heck is going on in her head? So I said, maybe just my imagination. So that night when it came down, we finished shooting and we had this long 30-minute drive. They had a limo to pick us up, and he'll drive us back to our hotel. So I had a cool guy. The guy picked me up, boom, pulled around the black limo. I got in. We rolled up to the hotel where everybody was staying. And the guy said, and we had a great conversation. You know me, Big Ray. I'm easy to talk to. I'm talking to the guy. We having fun. He talking about wrestling. He talking about the movie. And then Nathan, you know, he said, Cat, you were really fun to ride with, man. It was good, man. He said, Maritza will get in. When I picked her up last night, she got in and didn't say not one word to me. She didn't say hello, didn't say goodbye. I said, what was she doing? Said she just sit back, like looking off. He said, like I looked back that she wasn't on the phone. She wasn't on. But then the night before the big shot, it was a scene to where Mickey Rourke, Ram, was supposed to get hurt in the ring.
Correct.
So it was her part in that was she was supposed to come in and somebody was supposed to tell her he's hurt, which was her boyfriend in the movie.
Right.
And she was going to cry and run to the ring and make sure he's all right. So the scene came. We started doing the scene. So we practiced the scene the next night. And let me tell you something, man. They told me, said, Cat, come up here. Let's go over the scene. It was like 20, 30 minutes before we started. Me, Mickey Rourke, Marissa Torme, Darren Aronofsky, the director, we going over it, Big Ray. And I'm looking at Marissa Torme, and she, for real, crying. Tears running down her face. I mean, like a real cry, like, and I was trying to figure out, I wonder what happened. It was like she lost somebody or something happened really, really bad. And she was crying.
She was in
crying.
the zone.
Yeah. And she did that for 30 minutes. And soon we shot the part and she came to the ring. She had those same tears. Boom. Now, Big Ray, once it was over and we had cut, we went to a party that next night. And she was a totally different person. Hey, Kat, how you doing, man? It's not Ernest. Nice working with you. I love the way you work with us. And she was so nice. But that's
while she was on set, they call that method acting. She was in it. She was doing her part, man. She had to put herself in a mental state like she was that woman that stripped, and she was the girlfriend of a broken down pro wrestler that's trying to make a comeback, and she's worried about his health. And she's this there. I mean, I think she's one of the most talented actresses in Hollywood. We've been watching movies for the last month. Every night we watch a new movie. It's the thing we're doing here with the family. And I bet you she's been in 3 of the films we've watched, and she's been a home run in all 3 of them.
Hey, she did a great job, man. And once it was over, she was so nice. She thanked everyone for working so hard. Now, Mickey Rourke and I, we were boys all through the film. We had a great time. We had a great time. I felt like I couldn't talk to Marissa Torme too much because she a lady, you know, I didn't know how to make her laugh. And I just did not want to go there.
Right. You definitely definitely didn't want to be inappropriate in today's age, in this climate.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you. So I did not know. So she didn't say nothing to me. She didn't say anything to me. And guess what? I said nothing to her until after. When she spoke to me, we sat down and had a conversation.
Because if I'd have been on that set, they'd probably have me up on charges.
Mickey Rourke and I really had a good bonding. We had we became friends. We were friends, we still friends. We still good friends. We still talk at least a couple of times a month. He'll call me or I'll call him. Hey, Mickey, how you doing, Ram? Hey, we need to do wrestling too. We need to get it done.
Wrestler too. Yeah, I think
I said, Mickey, I think you died in the ring.
He did die.
He said that's the only thing they saw, you coming off the top rope, and you look like you were dying, and everybody crying.
They left it open to your imagination.
But
it could go anywhere.
But somebody told me that Darren does that with all his movies.
They leave you with a sense of you have to figure it out for yourself. It might mean one thing to one person, could mean something completely different to somebody else. But I don't want to transition too much, but I was
Well,
thinking
we
back.
ain't no, let's not transition. Let's stay right here and float. We float right into it. We ain't got to look for it.
I
Come
know,
to
but
a big ring.
I had something I wanted to, something you had said earlier. It's not set right with me since you said it.
What?
You're talking about how you beat up all these people, and I don't know nothing about this karate, and I'll never know anything about it.
Listen, we're not gonna get there yet. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. I'll talk to you about that. Listen, Ray, listen, let's not talk about it. Let's stay in line with what we're doing. Let's get some of this stuff off the list we got going on. Cause let me tell you something. When we get there, I'm in control. I'm gonna tell you about that whole world of mine. Listen, in the martial arts world, who is the best quarterback in the NFL?
All time?
No, just right now. Right now,
I would say it's between 3 people. Lamar Jackson.
No, pick one. Pick one.
If I'm starting a franchise today, I'm taking Joe Burrow. That's who I'm taking.
Okay, all right. See, that's good. That's your number one guy, and he can do no wrong. You like him because of his talents, right?
I like him because he got an arm and he's a gunslinger.
And listen, in karate, that's me. I'm the man. You know what I mean? I'm him.
You the man?
I'm him when it comes to karate.
Well,
now,
I've been doing some research.
Hold on. Let's not talk about why you keep trying to go to karate. We got some other stuff to talk about. I want to talk about.
We started with karate. We started with Canyon and your karate kick. That's what we started.
No, well, that karate kick is still fine tuned, and if you need to catch it, I got one for you. I got one for you right across your chin. But now, Ray. What they're talking about working with women on set, right?
Okay.
Working with women on set. What do you think about that Fox Sport thing, man? With everybody suing each other, sexing everybody, sex everywhere.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Joy Taylor's one of my hall passes. I've already told my wife if something happens and Joy Taylor says, hey, Big Shug, it's me and you, I'm gonna have to go. And the fact that they talking about how she doing it, and
Ray,
Skip Bayless,
Ray, I know you just playing, but you shouldn't say stuff like that.
I'm joking, but listen,
your wife.
I've been listening to 5 or 6 different podcasts.
No, wait a minute. Your wife can be listening. Your beautiful family can be listening. So why would you say something like that?
Because I'm crazy. But listen,
no, you ain't crazy.
Listen,
you ain't crazy.
I've listened to 5 or 6 different
have you ever
Stephen A's tape.
Hey, let's not talk over each other. You go.
I'm not trying to talk over each other. You want to talk about Fox?
Yeah, I want to talk about Fox. Yeah.
Well, you asked me what I thought, and I think
I haven't asked you a question yet. You just talking.
I thought you said, "What do you think? What do you think?" And I'm like, what I think.
You got one mouth and 2 ears. That means what? You should talk less and listen more.
Well, go ahead and tell me what you think about Fox, then. But I'll shut up,
bro. I think it's just like what's going on in the world out there today. When you put people too close together in the same circle, all kinds of stuff starts to mix with it. It got to be in your heart to do what's right. It got to be in your heart to say the right thing. Me, I like to uplift people. People that I work with, and this. People I work with say, sometimes I had to bite my tongue. Sometimes I had to go back and apologize because I say things that don't mean what it sound like. And it sometimes sound different to me. But what I wanted to ask you about though is in WCW, we had a couple of girls to come in that were beautiful. Beautiful. Had no wrestling background. Some of them were Nitro girls. Some of them came in and they were quiet. And guys got to looking at them because those were the only pretty girls that was on the road with us.
Right.
There was only pretty girls on the road with us. And I saw this one lady came in, and she loved the cat. And I don't know how, and I don't mean that she loved the cat like we went out. I just mean she just liked to be around me. She'd come sit at the table with us, and she became a friend. She became a friend. And I said to my good friend and traveling partner, Big Stevie, I said, Stevie, how do you think she got into business? He said, well, I know how she got into business, Cat. And I was like, he said, just like you had to know somebody. You had a gift, you had a talent, and that talent reached the right person, Eric Bischoff. I said, yeah. Said her talent, whatever it is, and right now it don't look like it's much, but what you see reached somebody. It reached somebody. And
well,
that somebody
if
will
you pretty
hire
enough,
up.
somebody gonna put you on TV.
No, it don't work like that. That will hire up too, Ray. He will hire up in the office too. I know this. And she told me, so she used to be a stripper, and this executive in the office met her down in Florida, met her at the strip club, hooked up, and next thing you know, she got a job in WCW. And it was girls there, what you doing, man?
I'm writing notes so I don't forget when it's my turn to talk. I'm gonna come back to what I was about to say. Go ahead.
Well, listen, these are stories that people want to hear, Big Ray. They want to hear what it's like on the road. You look like you making cupcakes or something. You moving here. I hear pots and pan flapping. Well, I mean, come on.
I'm baking cookies.
Yeah, that boy
baking cookies.
That boy baking the cat some cookies. So it was hard to deal with them, but with what's going on, man, first of all, somebody need to tell Skip he driving the prices up.
Definitely, if he offered 1.5 million for a hairdresser, he's definitely driving prices up.
I seen some beautiful hairdressers and everything, but why would you?
Ain't never seen one worth 1.5, baby.
Hey, listen, what make him even? I think maybe, listen, this is what happened too. When men and women work together, we joke around, say some stuff that people are like, oh man, how did y'all tell each other that? Nobody get mad. Women sometimes take the smaller thing and twist it so hard and accept it so hard that it almost embarrasses them, or it kind of can hurt their feelings. So you got to watch what you say when you work in that kind of environment where you got male and females. And
I would say this, and I've listened.
But I think, hold up. Let me tell you this, then I'll let you go. I think your boy Skip was just, he might have said it in a joking way. Cause there's no way. There's no way somebody gonna offer $1.5 million. If he offer $1.5 million to sleep with her, why is she suing him?
That's exactly right. And that's why I'm about to say, I've listened to 5 different podcasts on it. The 2 I like the best.
We don't want to hear nobody else, brother. We don't want to give nobody no shout out on that.
Yeah, but we're talking about something completely different panel than what me and you do.
Big Ray, but we still don't need to give them no shout out. Shout the cat's corner. Just use it, steal they shit, and you tell it, just like they do us. Go ahead.
Right. Well, this gentleman, I agree with it. I won't say his name, but he worked with him on Fox for years. He said that is not the Skip Bayless I know. If you asking me how it went down,
you can say his name. Okay,
Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock.
Oh, man.
Jason Whitlock. He's a brother. Now he's holding it down. He's like,
now, you sure he a brother? Cause people hate this dude. They say he's out to get the brothers.
Well, he's a brother in my opinion. I mean, he's on the right side of things for me. I listen to him all the time.
You agree with him, like he coming out and talking about the beautiful peanut butter skin and their big rack. So that's how he should be talking about,
dude.
A female.
Anyway, he says that him and her were probably joking around, and she said, well, I wouldn't do that for $1 million. And he said, well, I'll just give you $1.5 million then. And it was probably a joke. And once a lawyer gets it, and when a lawyer writes it up, it looks like he propositioned her for $1.5 million, when really he was probably saying some stuff. And she said back, I wouldn't do that for $1 million. And he said, well, I'll just give you 1.5, being funny. But then she goes supposedly to Joy Taylor and said that one of the executives smacked her on the butt at a party. and supposedly Joy Taylor told her to get over it.
Well, listen here. We ain't gonna talk about it's all still just allegations. You know,
It's all it is.
We don't know yet, so we ain't gonna talk about what he said or what she said on the cat's corner. But the thing is, she went to the wrong person because Joy was out from what I hear, she was already in the shop. She was already doing her thing with the higher up. What was he, the VP or something? What? Who is that guy?
But they're saying also some of the co-hosts like Ocho and some other people. I'm just saying the allegations of what's out there. I don't know. I don't personally know.
Bro, you know,
I think she's a nice lady. I think she's a great lady.
You don't know that. You don't know her. So how you gonna say she a lady?
She a great lady to me.
You don't know her. You don't know what she's like. Listen, I've been around people in business.
I've been watching her for 15, 20 years, man. 15 years at least.
Okay, where did she come from? Where did she come from?
What do you mean where she come from? She's
what
from
did
Miami.
her career? How did she start her career? What was she in her career?
Her career is her brother is Jason Taylor
playing
linebacker for
that's
Miami
not her.
Dolphins.
Hey, that's not her career.
I understand, but that's how she got into business.
No.
She was the news lady for Colin Cowherd on the Herd when I met her.
Oh my goodness.
When I started watching her years ago, she was the news correspondent for the Herd on ESPN.
So basing all this off what you've seen. I keep forgetting, Big Ray, you a fan. You a fan of everything that you like on TV. You a fan.
I watch, yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna watch it if I ain't a fan.
Yeah, but you a fan and you talk like one. You talk like a fan. You said I like her. I know what kind of person she is. Just based on what you see. Just based on what you see on TV.
Yeah, I think Molly Karam's a beautiful lady too. And I think she's pretty well informed.
So now that could be. That could be. She could know her work. She can know her thing, but that still don't mean she could act the same way or act like you think
Molly Karam was in Miss USA. She was Miss Connecticut. I mean, she's a beauty pageant lady, but she got into journalism. So that's how she got started.
How do you know? How did she get started?
I assume
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
No, you just say that's how she got started.
She's pretty.
You stand on business. So she got her job because she's beautiful.
Absolutely.
How did Jason Whitlock get his job then? Because
he's a journalist.
Oh,
he was a beat writer he was a football player first, and then he had his journalism degree and was working for the Kansas City Star.
Man, come on, man. This guy talking. I've never heard of him playing in a football.
He played. I don't know if he played NFL, but I know he played.
Okay, then. All right, then.
He played college football.
How did you know he played? What college did he play for?
He played for Kansas State, I think. I think it's Kansas State. Here.
That guy 5'8", 300 pounds.
I don't know how big he is, but he looked like a big man on TV. I know it adds a little bit.
You and him look like the same size. But anyway,
man, I'm down 31 pounds. I thought you wasn't going to be this way.